I hit him up to do uh, a cover or versions of us around the coffee table, but
Mm.
different holidays and stuff like that. But I haven't heard much from
Oh,
him,
that
and
would
I
be cute
haven't
though.
I haven't seen him on Twitter really. So hopefully all's well. Hopefully he's
Mm.
just busy with life, making a bunch of money or
Mm-hmm.
something. Uh, yeah, I figured that'd be cool. Like, cause like you could, I don't know, put a little Christmas tree in the middle, like hide Easter eggs for another one, or just a couple flags up, and random shit,
I'm
random
wondering
shit.
if I should restart my audio track because it's 2 minutes in and we haven't done clap yet.
Oh, we'll clap. It's Riggs. He'll figure it out.
Okay, Riggs, we're starting recording now. Oh, do you want me to clap?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can do the
Oh,
clap
okay.
sync if you want to.
No, I got it. I got it. I can even host us today. It's fine. Everybody can rotate this these few episodes.
No
All
shit.
right, clap sync ready. 3, 2, 1, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
I was trying to figure out what sounded so weird the first time. I'm like, God, that was awkward. What was it? And
Because
then
I
you said it
counted
the
3, 2, 1.
yeah, and you said it correctly. I'm like, oh, that's what it
I
is.
forgot. Riggs, you got this.
You got it, Riggs.
Riggs, you got this. It'll be fine.
A life lesson, Riggs. This is why we do four.
This is why we do 4. All right. All right. I'm ready to start. Okay. Welcome, challengers, to Battlegrounds of the Grime. This is a Power Wash Simulator podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, Nevea03, and joining me today we have Fro Double G.
I'm not gonna lie, IRL power washing's kind of fun.
I mean, I've honestly, like, literally, I was off today. Spoiler alert to y'all listening here on Wednesday. It's Monday, and it is the skeleton crew this evening. Fro and Nev. I have literally played Power Wash Simulator like all day. I mean I did like some actual like chores around the house, but like in between like loads of laundry, I was like Power Wash Simulator. Let's play it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like power washing's one of the things like I thoroughly kind of enjoy it. Right. Like, I had to go do
Like
it for my
visually appealing
parents.
to me.
Yeah. It's the what are they called? Oddly satisfying or
Yes. Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's what it. I don't know. There's just something about it, like watching, especially as you can like literally watch like the line, like right here's the line, nasty shit, clean house or
Clean. Yep.
clean
Yep. Yep. Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
I don't know. Something
Well,
about it.
I'm currently working on a Ferris wheel, so
So there
yeah.
you go. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, if you're just tuning in for the first time, we are not actually Battleground of the Grime. We are Battleground of the Gods. We are indeed a Smite podcast, and I think we might have played some Smite this week. I know we
Let's
did some cooldowns
let's
yesterday.
yeah, let's not make too many promises here, Nev. So,
I
uh,
mean, in my defense, I'm pulling up my match history and on Smite Guru, and it does not show my cooldowns runneth over. But I know you and I played a bunch of that yesterday.
yes.
Also, Smite Guru is broken, so I can't even look at my history right now. So that's neat.
All right. Stats for
Oh,
Smite.
there it goes.
Doing just
There
fine
it
right
goes.
now.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I
Uh,
just had to refresh.
so go ahead. I'll let you lead. Ladies first.
All right. Well, it's honestly I played so much Smite this week. I honestly had a lot of very busy personal things going on in the IRL life, you know. The IRL life, the in real life. I had a lot a lot of stuff going on. So, I actually ended up having to cancel my stream on Wednesday and on Friday. So I streamed Thursday and yesterday. So whoops. But life do be like that. But I did play quite a few games on the stream. Uh, I, I I played Hercules because this week it was what double worshippers when at a party and sometimes triple worshippers depending on the day.
Yeah, the boosted. That's all I know. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure boosted.
Oh
I
fuck.
finished a bunch of characters
Oh
to
Nev.
diamond.
It's the
Mm.
first. It's past the first. It's the first
Mm-hmm.
recording after the first. This is just
Yes.
dawning on me. Oh fuck.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, no.
I'm like, she's like,
I'll
yeah,
tell
I
you one
should.
thing. I got some diamonds. None of them were Morgan Le Fay stars, though. Not a single damn one of them.
Well, I need to go get some things pulled up in the Discord now that I realize.
Yeah, yeah. But I did find I played a few games of Charybdis. I was really enjoying this current iteration of Charybdis. I don't know if it's just like the items or she just feels better, or maybe it's a combination of both. But 12-5 in arena. That was a 15-minute game, and then a 13-minute game in arena, 15-6 on Charybdis. I played some Horus. I kind of popped off. I was like mostly tanky. I had like War Banner, I had Gauntlet, I had Pestilence, I had Glad Shield, I had Cad Shield, but I also had Talisman of Energy. So pretty tanky, but I still went 3-1 and 15 assists and we won that game and I was like, I think I might I think I might just I think I might just go main some warriors now. I think that's where I'm at in my Smite journey. I've been really enjoying it. And I said that on stream and somebody clipped it, and so now it's the drama alert is that Nev is no longer a mage or ADC main. There are more classes out there for Nev to play.
There are more
I
classes.
know. It's amazing. Yeah, I like freaking popped off on Hercules and on Horus and we're not going to talk about the Mercury game. That one was rough, but
Yeah, he can still not exist. That's all right.
he could still not exist. But yeah, I finished Kwong. I think I talked about that last week, and I also finished Uller and Heimdall, and I was getting close to finishing Charybdis as well. I got somebody else diamond, but I don't remember who. But none of them were the stars that I needed for Morgan Le Fay. Um, it do be like that sometimes. I wonder, stats for Smite does show your cooldowns history, right? Let me see if I can pull
Yes,
that
it
up.
does.
Because we played a bunch of cooldowns yesterday. I played a little bit by myself before I kind of grouped up with everybody. And I just gotta say, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was because it was the time of day, because I did get on cooldowns pretty early yesterday morning, like 9:30, with my morning cup of coffee and breakfast, was sitting here playing some cooldowns. And I don't know, like I said, if it's the time of day or if it's just like I don't know. But there was I just kept getting on the team with people that were taking it way too freaking seriously. I was like, this is
So
cooldowns runneth over. This is mode of the day. This is not even gonna show up on your history tab. I don't know why you're freaking out. The
so
0 and
I'm gonna let
11
you in on it,
person on
Nev.
my team.
It
Do
is
I?
time of day, right?
It is time of day. I
It
mean,
was
it was
time of
like
day,
freaking sweaty.
right? Because that was like had to be like what 10 a.m., 11 a.m., something like that. Before because we started grouping at like noon and 1 for a bit.
Yeah.
So put that over in European time. That's like they're on a Sunday, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, getting ready to really sweat before the night ends.
Yeah, it was I'm trying to find because I'm literally going through my history right now. There were a bunch of games. Um, we were losing. Here it is. I think it was this Hercules game. We were losing. Let me just tell you the score here. Just the kills score. The enemy team had 56 kills.
Jesus Christ.
We had 6. The 0 and 11 Chonga decides to berate everybody and say that the
Whoa.
reason
Did you just say 0 and 11 Changa?
mhm.
In
She
cooldowns.
decided to tell us that the reason why we were losing is because nobody built anti-heal, which is factually incorrect because I am looking and there is anti-heal. And so I've said it before. It takes a certain kind of somebody on my team for me to actually push that enter key and start typing. You know that, right? Like
Yep, yep. Did we
so I
did we get there? Were
oh
they one of them?
The 0-11 Chonga telling me that the reason why we were losing is because nobody has anti-heal. I immediately pressed enter and I said, "If you look, we do have anti-heal," and I hate to tell you, that's not why we're losing.
How do you
And
how do you go 0-11 on a game on a god that you can beat Vegas every
like,
4
literally every
seconds,
2
every three
seconds.
seconds,
Yeah,
two,
like,
yeah,
every 2
two. We'll be
seconds and
generous and
freaking
call it two.
cooldowns. Yeah.
I guess it won't be generous. It'll be more.
So they had on their team, they had a X-Ball, Rama, Cerberus, Sylvanas, and Kleena. The Kleena was 14-0. The X-Ball was 18-1, and you know he could pop his ult every 15, 16 seconds and make it to where you can't see anything. And then
Cleo
the
is
Rama was 13-1.
Cleo is sleeper in that game mode.
I mean, insanely awesome in that game mode.
Like, cause I'm not a good Cleo. Like I find her she's very fun, but I'm not like a great Cleo. But you can just throw out your ult every like 5-6 seconds, which is a real strong like line attack, right? And you can just throw the what is it, the one or the two, whatever you throw the ball out.
I think
That
that's the one, yeah.
that does a lot of damage. It doesn't seem like it because it's a not very flashy ability,
Mhm.
and all she does is go invisible. That kind of chunks. It really
Mhm.
does. And I would just like, well, I mean, you were in that game mode with me. I wasn't doing a hell of a lot besides just kind of sitting off to the side, keeping myself invisible to the enemy by keep fucking hitting them with my one and then throwing a few silences out. And I went out. I mean, I'll check here in a minute, but I ended up going fucking positive assort. Oh no, I did. I went 9-9 and 21, but that's what it was. You guys were cleaning the fuck up every time I went in and did that.
Hey, 0 is still positive, okay?
No, no. Now that I say it, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I would go in, but because her silence takes forever to channel that, and I was using that on the enemy, I would
Yeah.
die, but you guys would get like 2, 3 kills right afterwards. Because that was, I'll click on it. Yeah, they had. That's the one they had the Kepri in the new bitch Ishtar,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
fucking that goddamn Najah. He's so good in that game mode too.
But yeah, no, it just it tickled me that the 0-11 Chonga was trying to tell us that the sole reason why we were losing is because nobody had anti-heal, and I'm like, "Well, first off, you're wrong. Secondly, you're wrong." Gonna need you to take that attitude and maybe also point fingers at yourself, because nobody on this team is doing good.
Yeah, but I feel like as a Changa, you have less of an excuse though, and I will
Oh, I
stand
mean,
my
for
ground on that.
sure. So we also had a Vamana on our team that literally just like he built full tank and then just kept walking towards them, but they all had a bunch of pen and crit, and so it was just like whatever. And then he would spam like help and attack, and it's like, bruh, look at your backline. Get your backline. I
I
can't
feel
see anything because of the X-Ball ult, and now I'm dead because Rama just sniped me.
I
So
feel like I'd
like,
need to check your history to make sure you're not talking shit about me because I also
no.
yesterday we were playing Vamana together.
No, this was
And I
specifically
had the
a
same
game
exact
that
thing
I played
happen.
by myself.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I think I left for a while after that game and then waited for people to get online. Yeah, you are not in this game.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Mm.
I'm just kidding because it's like it's the same. I got Vamana when I was playing with you as well because that's the one I think. I know I went crit and went out and just started smacking the shit out of them and was like 6-0 within the first like 3 minutes or so.
You went crit. The
Well,
Vamana the
well,
Vamana in question did not go crit.
let me finish. Then the enemy team's like, oh no, we need to focus this Vamana. And I would start getting destroyed, and that like 6-0 real quickly turned into 6-6. And I said, fuck this. And
Mm.
I went defense.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I still relatively had that happen to me. I just kind of had to play around who to hit because there was an Achilles on the enemy team as well. So it's like I had to kind of play it around a little more. And I don't know, it was awkward. It's like I get crit and instantly die. I get defense and I almost instantly die.
It
Yeah,
just
it
tickles
wasn't
me
fun.
when when people are like, "This is why we're losing," and I'm like, "No. No, it's not." And then,
Right.
like and you see them do the same, like, thing over and over again, and they're like, "I don't understand why this isn't working. Let me do it again." And I'm like, well, it didn't work the first 17 times you did it, so but try again for number 18. Maybe you'll get there someday, fam."
See, cooldowns around Over is a little different because max gold, max level. But it is things in MOBA. It is a thing in MOBAs that's different from a lot of other games, right? Because if you look at like Halo or Call of Duty, the enemy doesn't really get rewarded too terribly much if you just keep charging in like an idiot outside of like maybe if it's like Call of Duty they have like the perks or whatever. Um or like with the UAV kill streak stuff. But in Smite and especially different game modes like Conquest, it heavily matters, right? Because if you lost the last trade, they got more XP. They got XP from you in gold, just flat ass,
And
right?
gold.
So they're up
Yep.
that. And anything they were able to manage to collect while you were dead slash getting back to lane, they're up that much as well. If you attempt to do the same exact thing, you're still not gained anything, right? And then they're just going to gain all that again if they win that engagement, which considering they have the lead on you, granted when
They
it starts
probably
off
will.
small, yeah, and that's why it is called the snowball, right? And eventually it's just like, well, they have too much. They got a half an item. Now they got an item. Now they got an item and a half. Fuck, they got 2 items up on me. They're finishing up their build. I'm on my 4th item. Fuck me. Like that happens, right? And that's how. Whereas a lot of other games, you just don't experience that. So it's real easy for people who don't play MOBAs mainly or MOBAs as much as others uh, to get into that and not pick up that hey, it's me. I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, yeah. I think the icing on the cake, though, just the nail in the coffin was, post-game chat, that same person saying "shit team," and then leaving the lobby. So, yeah, I think that it's that type of player where they believe that everybody else was wrong and they were the only ones that were right, and that simply was not the case.
Right.
But, yeah, no, other than that, it was great being able to play with a bunch of y'all yesterday and group up and not have to deal with people like that all day because that would have been not fun. Um, I think, probably one of the more notable cooldowns games that I had yesterday was probably, playing, what's his name? Lancelot for the very first time. I got to play
Oh
Lancelot
yeah,
for the
that's
very
right. That's
first
right.
time. I literally I never even read his abilities, like, I missed that entire patch note show, and I just, like, never looked at it, and, so I get Lancelot, and I was just like, "Okay, well, I have no idea what's going on." So, like, everything I was doing was me figuring it out for the very first time, and I got a few kills. I figured out, I think, some kind of combo with the ulti. You start on the horse and you do the line attack to send the horse out, and then you do your ult, which gets you back on the horse, and then you do the 2 while on the horse, which is like that big like leap up and down up down leap, which does damage, and then you can just like do your 1 and 2 in your normal stance. That worked out for me. I don't know if that's like the correct like combo, but it worked out pretty great for me. So I'm sticking to it. But he
Yeah,
was pretty
that's
fun.
pretty much so it. You do that and just you ride around on your horse being immune to everything.
Yeah, I was also enjoying, like, the 3 and the horse being, like, a quick turn, and I don't know why, that just made me laugh really hard. Um,
All right.
just because I wasn't expecting it.
Now I know you play Hachiman, so you might already know this, or you might have tried this when you were playing Lancelot. But you can just slow down the horse in general.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. A lot
Yes.
of people didn't realize you can do that apparently. But yeah, you can just kind of like how if you're on Guan Yu horse, you can just hit the back button and slow her down.
Yep. I definitely had way better understanding of how to navigate that horse. Hachiman horse just blows my mind every time. Like I know like conceptually how it should be done, but like my brain is like that I don't get it. Does not compute. So, me getting Hachi to diamond was very entertaining for everybody involved, except for the randoms on my team that are like, "Why is this Hachiman riding into the wall?" And I'm like, "Don't talk about it. It's fine."
Yeah, it's a little tricky to get used to at first. Like it definitely can be.
Like, I can't remember who told me, but they were like, "Oh, I mean, you played Halo. It's like the vehicles in Halo." And I was like,
Rick,
"Yeah." And there was a reason why I wasn't allowed to drive the vehicles in Halo.
I remember you saying that like way back when. Though I think it was it Rick or
I
Famous, one of
think
the two.
it
But I
might have
think it
been
was
Rick.
Rick.
Yeah, I was
Holy
like, "There's
shit,
a
throwback.
reason." Yeah, there's definitely a reason why I was never allowed to drive the vehicles in Halo, and the Hachi Ultimate is a great example of why. So you're welcome. But I think that about does it for my week. Like I said, so much Smite. Sorry, real life happens, things occur, and you have to do stuff like in the real world and not play Smite game, unfortunately. How was Fro's week?
Well, been not really playing much Smite. Just also busy with the life stuff going on. Uh,
Yeah.
but I did end up doing my hot tub stream, if you will,
Yes.
my pool
Tell
stream
us all
on
about it.
Wednesday. Uh,
I would have been
it
there,
was alright.
but that was during the daytime, and I can't get Twitch to work correctly at
Yeah,
work.
yep. That's the downside. Is it is during the daytime, which not as many people can show up to that. And it was a bit shorter of a stream because it wasn't necessarily the most comfortable, right? Because it was like literally for those who haven't seen or haven't checked the VOD, like literally, um, it's like a what is it? Not a kiddie pool, infant pool, toddler pool. I think is the technical size.
Like I think it's called like a wading pool is the name of it.
Yeah, it comes up to like half my shin.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, my big fat ass was in that trying to play some Smite. It was fun. It was definitely
Wait,
fun.
you played Smite while you were in there?
That's what I did the whole time.
That's great. I'm sad I missed it.
I mean, what have
That's
I
funny.
don't have enough shit to talk about, so I played Smite.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Uh, it's not the most comfortable way to do it because I also didn't have my headset,
Mm.
so I didn't have any audio. So
Oh, I mean that's fine.
yeah, I made it work. But it was just also kind of like one of those, like it was odd. Like on the streamer side, it was like it's super quiet, like no
Yeah.
game audio,
Yeah.
no music, no nothing,
Exactly. It's
and
like
like no
when I
one was
did the no
home.
no glasses, no sound, during the charity stream a few weeks ago. I was like, "I feel like I am yelling right now, but I'm talking at the volume that I always have to be talking at because of the music and the game music and the sounds and"
Right.
yeah, no, I get that.
Well, it was one of the ones where it's like part of the reason I like having music on when I stream is because it's kind of like uh I don't know, it's like activate streamer mode as far
Yeah.
as because I try to be as much genuine me as I can, right? But I do speak more than I usually do because surprising to all these people who listen to the podcast, I don't actually talk a hell of a lot in most groups or like gaming or anything like that. and I'm sure and Ev can attest to this. Not always. I do speak up, but a lot of times, if there's a lot of people, I just won't speak a lot. Or
Just
there's certain
vibing.
things like, yeah, I just vibe. I just vibe a lot of times. Play some Smite, right? Uh, it all depends. Not always. Like I said, I do chit chat. Uh, yeah, and it was hard to not just start vibing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, it's just dead silent. There was nothing going on at all. No one's
Yeah.
home. Neighbors are being quiet. But
They probably saw you getting that waiting pool ready and they were like, "What's going on over there?"
oh, fucking Beard or Norson around whatever. I think he prefers Beard. I'm not sure. Whatever he wants to go by here. Let us know. Um, but he was in my stream when I was in the starting soon screen, and uh, first thing he types, he's like, "Why is the title or why is the category pools and hot tubs?"
You know
And
why.
and my response was literally just the title, which was Splish Splash. That's all I have. That's all I have. But
That's
besides
it.
that,
That's all we got to say about that.
yeah. So and those actually made up like half my Smite games this week. So Uncomfortable, no audio,
Right, yeah. I could see that
trying very
being a little
hard to,
difficult for
yeah,
sure.
trying really hard to actually like talk and like still be entertaining. Uh, Hi, let's go. Forgive me one moment. My kid's also showering. Just cracks open the door like, "Yo!" Like, there's a good pause for the editor.
Yeah, go.
Sorry. Normally it's not a problem, but she's like fucked with the door this time, and then literally just opened it up and looked at me. He's like, "Hi, go, child, go." Uh, yeah. So I had uncomfortable hot tub or pool, kiddie pool, whatever the fuck you want to call it, games. Those were enjoyable. And then the rest of my games were MOTDs with Nev.
Yeah.
This week is the week I think Nev realized that when we're not queued up with Nev, we're trying to queue up against her.
Oh, no. I've known.
Okay.
I've known. My wow, 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 wow in Discord was sarcastic.
Okay. I was like,
I've
because if you didn't
known.
know, Nev,
I've
because
known.
this
No,
is
people
wholeheartedly.
literally tell me in my chat, they're like, "Oh, your group's full. I'm gonna snipe." And I was like, "All right, good luck."
Well,
I think
I
only like a handful of people have actually been able to do it though.
I did that for a good majority of your stream actually, because it just so happened Nev is Nev is almost always punctual. If she has her 8 o'clock streams, she starts at 8 o'clock. So,
I'm trying to be
bro,
punctual.
no,
I
no, you
want to
do
be
you no you really
reliable.
are. You really are. So when I saw that it was 7:40, and I'm like, oh, I can fucking squeak an MOTD in here, right? Or like
Ah,
7:50.
gotcha, bitch.
Nev, here comes Nev. I'm gonna start the stream at 7:42. It's like, fuck! I just got into one.
I mean, in my defense, I do have like a 6 minute countdown, and then I found that 6 minutes just seems to be just right because I think some of my alerts don't get sent out right away. Um, so I feel like 5 minutes was too quick, and then 10 minutes was too long. So I was like, let's try 6 minutes, and that seems to be working out pretty nicely. And then we of course got the full like 3 minute cooldown timer before we could actually start. So I actually didn't start the very first game until like right at 8 o'clock. Boom. Calculated, planned.
I know. As I had like 50 tickets left, and I'm like, I'm going. It didn't work. It didn't work. And
I'm
then,
sorry. I gotta
and
keep you
then,
on your toes.
I went to go join the queue, but it already filled up. Well, I joined your queue, but then like a whole bunch of you got raided and a whole bunch of people showed up, and I'm like, I'll step out, let make room. And then there was another like not that game or another game I was playing like at the same time you were. Mine literally it lasted a little longer than yours, and I'm trying to get out and I'm fucking hurrying and hear you guys and I can see it's counting down on your end and like as soon as I get out it dings up on yours and I'm like, oh, with the like 2 second delay because of the internet and everything, like it wasn't it. Like that's
Ah,
unfortunate. And
that's
yeah,
too
I
bad.
missed it. But did play some of the MOTDs, very fun. I got Shock last weekend. I did play some last weekend too, and I feel like
Of
this is
course.
yes. Um, and I didn't get a chance to bring this up, but I got Shock, and god damn, is he so fun damage? I think
Mm-hmm.
it's so hard for me because he excels at playing tank, right? And like he only really gets away with damage in like arena or like conquest and jungle or MOTD. I'm not a fan of arena, and it's been a while since I've jungled, but I might either have to start doing that because I had a lot of fun playing them.
He's a lot of fun to play. I think he's my first diamond warrior, actually. Um, and I do admit pretty openly these days that Chalk is probably my favorite warrior. Because I basically anytime somebody new stops in on the stream, I'll ask them, what their favorite Smite God is, and if they don't have a favorite, like what's their favorite class to play. If they have more than one favorite, that's fine. That kind of thing. And so I'll have my whole little spiel about which ones are my favorite in each clash, and Chalk is definitely up there for sure. Probably my favorite warrior.
All right, all right, Nev. So we do know that there's Venn diagrams of all of our viewers and that, right?
Mhm, mhm,
So
mhm,
there's
mhm,
obviously a few people who don't stop by your stream,
mhm,
listen to the podcast.
mhm.
Why don't you give us the quick little spiel then?
All right, so well, my main is Artemis, as you can see if you're watching on YouTube. Hi,
Okay.
this is my profile picture. I am Artemis. So there you go. That is my main. But if I had to pick a favorite in every class, of course, Artemis would be Hunter, followed very closely by AMC, honestly. And then Mage would be Scylla, Warrior would
Hmm.
be Chalk, Neja would be my favorite assassin, and my favorite guardian is Sylvanas.
I'm very surprised by the Scylla.
Oh, I enjoy Scylla a lot. A lot, a lot. Why did you think I was a cuckoo main?
Soul. Like that's what I guess during the Family Feud one or the what is it, the Battleground of the Feud. Soul.
Oh yeah, yeah. Soul was my favorite a long time ago, but she
There's
has
been a
not
lot of
been
yeah.
she has not been up there for a while. She
Smite has
kind of
changed a
tried.
lot and Soul just hasn't.
Right, exactly. That's really what it boils down to. Um, she did try to kind of sneak her way back into that, the top place there for a little bit when they buffed her and they buffed her items, but then her items got nerfed again, and yeah, so
All right, I'm gonna go on another little side tangent here.
I love side tangents.
What on Soul kinda is holding her back? Because I think I'm not sure if it's her one or if it's her three.
I feel like it's her 1. Her 3, honestly, I think they can keep it as is. I think they don't need to change her 3. I think it's at a very comfortable spot that you can play against or with it. Um, and it's fine. It's a good escape. It's like a Beads Aegis, like Chonga, and a little bit of movement speed, and it holds onto your passive. So all these are fine for her kit. It's her 1. Her 1 needs to be changed.
Now, Is it the simple fact that it doesn't do shit
It
damage
doesn't do
wise,
any it doesn't do
or
anything. Like, when I first started playing Smite and when Soul was way better than what she is right now, you could use the one to help you clear wave, especially kinda early in the game, plus keep
yeah,
your
the
sustain,
archers?
your health.
They're not the
Yeah,
archers. The front one. I mean,
brutes.
ideally, you could try to get it right in the right spot to get them both. Is it large
Right.
enough to do that? Yeah, yeah, it's large enough to clip
Yeah,
them.
if you group them up, yeah, it's fine. And that's what I was always told to do is, when I first started playing, was trying to at least put a couple points in year 1 because it would help you sustain with your health because there's, healing in it, and then also it would help you with clearing, and it helps you keep your passive up too, so but, it just barely does any damage anymore because they nerfed it so much,
Yeah,
and it doesn't really do that much healing anymore either.
yeah, because it does
It's
a
just
percent
it's
of your
just
missing health up
it's just
to.
it's just there. It's just there. They need to rework that.
Yeah, it's one of the ones like it. Unless you need to build up your passive, which is weird that you need an ability to build up your passive, right? Like literally, you
Right.
use it for your passive,
Exactly.
or when you're in the red because then the heal's noticeable. But it's one of the it's like one of those weird abilities. Like I can't use this. I'm at like 90% health, 80% health, and I can't top off with this because it'll take me from 80 to 82 and
Right.
not be worth the mana.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue with her right now. I love her ult. Her ult's a lot of fun. I like the knockback on it. I like how you have like kind of like a split second beads on it as well. You have a little bit of an immunity frame when you ult with Soul. I love her too. It's just her one. Her one's a problem.
All
I
right,
think a lot
that's
of people are irritated about Souls 2 because they think that you should be able to cancel it like an ability, but you're basically telling it that, "Hey, my next auto attack, I want it to be an AoE." That's just the way it is. And like a lot of people are like, "Ah, you should be able to cancel it because it's an ability." I'm like, "No, because you're telling it you want your next auto attack to be the AoE. That's all you're doing."
but I'm torn on whether or not you should be able to cancel it. I do. It's
For a
interesting to
while,
see
I
that you've
agreed.
changed your mind. Yeah.
Yeah, for a while I agreed. But I think it's just like an added thing for her. I think it's another thing that you can learn to work with or play against depending on which side of the team you're on.
Well, see, yeah, I'm not opposed to keeping it the way it is because it does function, and we have more gods like this now, like any other ammo, right?
Mhm.
Like you can't just cancel your Thoth, you can't just turn off your Hachi uh
Exactly.
ones. Like you got to fire them off. Like you activated it, you got to use it.
Exactly. I
But
mean, but I don't
I'm
know.
not saying whether or not.
They got rid of the freaking self root on Evo, so anything's possible.
Right. I'm not entirely sure if that's necessarily the appropriate approach though, because is saying fuck it, you have to use your ammo. Is that the better answer? Like
I don't
it's
know.
better to keep it consistent, right? So however Soul functions is how Hachi should function. You know what I mean, or vice versa. I'm fine with that
Well, then
if
why
that's
don't
the
we get
logic
rid
they're
of the
going
self root
for.
on Anubis one, and he can walk around spraying locusts at everybody?
You know, you say that.
I want that.
I think that's all he'd need.
Yeah, he has so much self root in his kit, and it's so not fair. But that's like a whole topic of conversation there that I don't know if we want to get into today. I mean, we can, but the older gods and how
They're
less
getting crept on.
right how they didn't have as much CC in the game when they came out as what we're dealing with now. So it's like, okay, Anubis, you self root yourself with half your kit. Good luck.
Now, it is fair to say that they are, at least it seems to be. I actually I think it's it's safe to say more than seems to be. But they are doing a bit of a campaign against CC in Smite and lessening it. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it translates to less CC coming out of new gods or anything, because Ishtar has CC. She's a
insane
hunter.
amount of CC
Uh,
for a hunter. Yeah,
yeah, I mean she has a self
that's the
root,
thing.
a self root, and or a root. No, sorry, not a self root, but it does kind of, and a stun, and a cripple. So yeah, three. It's pretty solid for sure for a hunter, especially
Yeah.
when other games you're looking at maybe one in your ultimate. You know.
Yep.
Uh, so again, they say, and it does appear like stat wise and in the game mechanically, but then they release God like Ishtar, and I kind of question it a bit. But
Same.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard
No, because I
saying
remember
because
that
especially
conversation. I remember that conversation.
yeah, especially when you
Mm.
look at some like you could argue someone like On Her, one of the older guys, right? He has never
Honor, I don't even know her.
yeah,
Sorry.
right. He's still decent, right? He hasn't ever turned to trash per se.
You haven't seen me play him.
God damn, Nev, that one was good. Uh, but you he was released with a big ass slow, a pretty
Mhm.
impactful slow.
Yeah.
And he does have a knockback slash stun. But I wouldn't say that's necessarily crazy, and that's all he's brought this whole time. So I don't know. I CC and Smite, man, it's always an interesting. Again, I think it's always a safe, or not a safe. I think it's always a bit of a consensus around here at the Battleground that it's weird that hunters always have so much. Really
Yeah.
is. We should. I know Depp likes to crunch some numbers. We should get Depp on the hunters. The average amount of CC per god,
Hunter.
and then per class.
Oh,
Know
I
what I
see what
mean?
you're saying. Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like if you look at Artemis, we'll look at Artemis. She has two hard CCs and a soft CC. So right, so we'll say like what 2.5, or we can just quantify two.
No,
Like count just
yes,
however
it's
you want to.
3. It's 3. We quantify it because soft CC is still CC.
All right, well then it's three. Yeah, then we'll put three. Right, and then if you look at like Jingwei, she's got one,
Mhm.
or does she have a slow? I think the slow is tied into her knockup. Does she have a slow? All right, well we'll go with one, right? So she's like on the safer end, and but when you look at Jingwei, Jingwei's like a hunter, right? Autos. It's all about that. I'm not saying there's a thing wrong with hybrids. If you look at like Chiron, he only has one. But these gods are like exceptions, because then you hop back over to someone who you would think, like, oh, he's another great hunter. X Ball. He's got a slow and he's got a fucking global CC. Like,
An annoying one.
yeah.
It's
And
annoying,
then,
honestly, in cooldowns. Could you imagine, by the way, we talked about this, one of the times we saw X-Ball this weekend and how annoying his ultimate is in cooldowns runneth over. Could you imagine doing cooldowns runneth over with old X-Ball ult? And just everybody has to stop every 15 seconds because otherwise you're getting stunned?
yeah, I've done that because I used to play Omni. Like, X Ball was very predominant in Omni because of
Oh,
that.
that's disgusting. I didn't even think about Omni.
But that's back when I was diamonding Changa in Omni. So
Gross.
karma's a bitch, you know, and I was
Who
really
are you?
I
Fro double
mean,
G.
Omni is just an absolute cesspit.
It's disgusting.
Uh Take this from someone who's played a lot of it back in the
I
day.
played a lot of it
A
too.
lot
Hello,
of
I
it.
was
It
a new
is
main in there, by the way.
God damn it, Nev. Or should I say God damn it, Kettle. Fucking
That's
pointing
why I'm like,
fingers at
yeah,
me and
you
you're
know, I
like,
mean, you're preaching to the choir. Yeah.
gross. You're playing Chunk. I'm gonna ult you. I'm gonna ult you
Yep.
again. I'm just over here hitting
Well,
my
I'm
two.
gonna
No,
just
you're
keep.
not.
I'm just.
No,
Yep.
you're not.
Just use my 4 constantly. No
Yeah.
problem. No
And by
problem.
the way, that is how that absolute cesspit of a game mode goes down.
Yup. Disgusting. Well, we kind of just went on a whole little thing.
I mean, we really did. But to be fair, we'll crack the curtain a little bit here. We didn't really have much to talk about anyways this week.
No, because we both played so much Smite, and also
so
Riggs and Depp are not here.
Yep.
45 minutes into the episode, you're welcome. So it's kind of difficult to do a 2-man episode when neither one of us have played a lot of Smite.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be one of the very unfortunate times where it's like Nev and I actually, ironically, the two people here have been just busy with like IRL stuff, so we haven't played Smite. But the two who actually have played
this week.
Smite, yeah, right. But the two who actually did play more Smite than us, I think, are out of town, both of them. So
SMH.
Here we are. We
out
always,
here.
drop the episode at least.
We out here. Speaking of being out here, just real quick, yesterday you might have noticed that there was a bonus update live September 6th. That's tomorrow for us, but yesterday for you listeners. Manticore's getting a nerf. Who would have thought the Manticore spikes getting a nerfed? Fro Double G, I know you are part of the what name did you guys give yourselves with the Manticore spikes? Like
I think he
Spike
said Spike Gang, Spike Squad. I don't know.
Sure.
We were talking about it, but I didn't really end up spiking too much.
Y'all need to stop doing this because y'all were the Bobble Boys, and then the Bobble got nerfed. Which honestly, blessing in disguise because it brought cooldowns run at overback. So I'm okay with that one. But now Manicore's spike is getting nerfed, and I feel like it's because of you.
See, it was actually this gigantic, like 5-head galaxy brain. Because I've been and only have tried the spike in MOTD.
Gross. But I also did yesterday as well, so I have no reference.
As fun as Gamage Deb is, and I assure you, I felt like I should have been Gamage Deb. You, oh boy, is Spiky Stone a annoying thing.
So they are bringing down the stats across multiple different defensive lines while taking careful precautions to not immediately over nerf this item. So they're decreasing the magical and physical prots by 5 each, and then decreasing the health by 50. So.
Yeah, but when you're Geb 2ing and doing like a huge team, you're like fucking spikes, people. And like they're almost
porcupine, bitch.
Up. Yeah. Yeah, really. And then you ult, and then you 2, and then you 2, and then you ult. By the way, I don't give a shit if you're building damage or not. If you are magical and you're playing cooldowns run it over, you buy Spear Desolation. Shut the fuck up. If anyone just mentioned it has cooldown on it, shut up. You're wrong. Okay, let me finish. First off, you're wrong. Let me finish.
They're not wrong, but
they're not wrong. It does have that on that, but you're wrong because that's irrelevant. Right? Now, this is again, we're 5-braining galaxy, right? 5-head galaxy. Yes, it has the 10% cooldown, but it has pen, good stat, has a lot of power, good stat. Its passive is where the money jiggles, right? And folds. So, the thing is, your ultimate in that game mode is between like 15 to like 30 second, depending who you are. That takes what's it nerfed down to right now? I think it's like 3 seconds, 4 seconds off your ult, 5, whatever. That takes fucking time off your ult, right? For every killer assist. You're playing a game mode where you will get just an absurd amount of kills and assists. Well, maybe not kills. He might be a shitter. But you'll get assists, hopefully, unless you were Nev's team that one match. Your 0-11 Chang'e. They didn't get any assists, it sounds like.
Oh my
But
god.
besides those situations, an average game, you'll be getting them. You'll have your passive up so much, it's kind of ridiculous. Especially, like, if you really notice it on someone like Geb, for instance, like, because that's kind of what reminded me about it. Because you're literally just like able to like oh no, this person died when I knocked him up. That's unfortunate. Throw a shield on this guy. This guy. Oh, he died as well. That's unfortunate. Oh, my ult's back again. Amazing. All right, that was my tangent or a rant. It's not really a tangent or a rant. It's just like me like. It's kind of like a bikes drive themselves. It's like we don't really know where this thing's going. It just appears to be moving, and I'm not getting in front of it.
Well, speaking of nerfs, I did have such a blast playing Lancelot, but apparently, they're nerfing Lancelot as well. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
They saw your stream. They're like, Nev
They
figured
saw
this
it,
guy out.
and
We have
they
to
saw
nerf.
it. They saw it 5 days ago when they wrote these patch notes.
God damn.
Yeah. They're also nerfing Cupid, Fro.
What are they doing to Cupid?
They are decreasing the damage done to minions from 60% to 55% on both the initial hit and the explosion of Heart Bomb.
To minions?
To minions. So their nerfing is clear.
Wait. It does separate damage to minions versus gods?
Apparently.
Wait a minute. Or is this one of these conquest? Oh my god. Hold the fuck up.
Hold on. Let's pull Smite Gods.
Headache.
Smite Gods, Cupid. We're going on over to Heart Bomb here. Cupid's Heart Bomb. After a short time, heart explodes, dealing damage again to the target and all enemies within the radius. If Cupid has heart, yeah, we all know it. Minions take 60% increased damage from Heart Bomb. It's literally in the description.
Okay, it's in the ability. All right.
It is in the ability. This is not a conquest only change.
Okay, I just had
this
to
is
a
god-wide change. And then they're decreasing the base damage of Fields of Love. It looks like 20 across the board. So. And then Nemesis is getting nerfed.
Why
and
doesn't
Isa is
Heart
getting
do
nerfed.
more damage to gods? Hold up, I'm very confused about this. Think about it. When's the last time you're like, fuck, that Heart Bomb wrecked me?
It's usually the CC that wrecks me more than the actual Heart Bomb.
Right. I almost am more upset for Cupid in general now. Wait a minute. Give me my teamfight ability.
And they're nerfing my second favorite hunter, AMC.
We're about to fucking have a strike, Nev. You ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. I dropped my e-cigarette. No, but they're nerfing our hunter. They're nerfing my hunter. They're nerfing your hunter. This is just, this ain't it.
This is an outrage. We need to write an angry letter to Mr. Hi-Rez himself.
I'm gonna fucking DM Ajax. Like, listen here.
Listen here, buddy.
I'd shake your hand again if I met you.
But yeah, I think we can move this along here, and we could start talking about what ended on September the 1st for OGG.
That would be.
What did we not do?
That would be the Diamond Challenge.
How did we do, bro?
I put a valiant effort. Actually, I can check to see how valiant of an effort I actually did here before I lie too much.
I think I only played like 3 total games of Morgan Le Fay.
Well, I put a valiant effort in for about a month, and then I didn't. I'm trying to figure out how many worshippers I have. Vamping, excitement, stuff. Might pocket. I'm not gonna look. I have like 300 or 400 worshippers on her now. Uh, Bologna is just so ass right now. It's just
Yeah, they keep nerfing her too. Like they buffed her a bunch. Like they actually pushed through like 3 or 4 like kind of quiet buffs for her, and like it wasn't a lot of fanfare for it or whatever. And then she kind of like crept up a little bit, and then people were like, "Oh no!" And so then they were like, "Okay, let's undo that then." And so now she's just duty again.
so. My
This is
opinion.
patch notes with Nev. Welcome in.
Yeah, my opinion. Especially now that they got the separate buffs and nerfs. She's just probably gonna sit in forever obscurity in non-quest, and she'll probably show up here or there in conquest. And that's how I feel after getting about 300 worshippers on her in 1 month. That's all I got on that bitch. It was not fun.
No
I,
qualms
I
with
like
Morgan Le
Bologna.
Fay. I had no qualms with Morgan Le Fay. I was so busy focused on like my own personal challenges, and I kind of forgot that that was what we needed to be doing before the first
Yeah, and you not too
until
long
like
ago.
last week.
Yeah, and you not too long ago actually got her diamond in the first place.
Yes,
So for
I
another
did big
challenge.
diamond challenge. I believe it was like three ago, so not too far back in the in the distant past. But yeah. Plus, I'm like learning about hunters and enjoying playing, or not hunters, sorry, warriors, and been enjoying playing those. So, all right. So, do we have challengers that have completed their quest?
Yes. I was getting those pulled up. So we have Sevagoth, Sevagoth, Sevagoth.
Sev.
We have Sev. Uh, no, I can't do Sev. I mean, we'll go with Sev if you want, but only if you tell me to, because we know another Sev, and I just no.
Mm.
Uh, intensifies.
Mm.
You purple-haired fuck. So
Got him.
I meant her. Wait a minute. I might be getting confused with a different person. Never
Nope,
mind.
nope, you're right. You're right.
Oh no, yep.
Continue. Continue.
Intensifies.
Continue.
Congratulations
Yay, you did
for
it!
completing Cerberus.
This is for you, finishing Cerberus. Yay!
Uh, Gotta scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, he was. There was a bit of chit chatting going on as he was asking about how often we do these challenges. Just a reminder, we have started doing them more often. Uh, we have the Big Red completing AMC. That'd be a diamond for him. So congratulations. We have Josh or JPEG completing
Oh,
Fafnir.
you skipped a couple.
Did they not get pinned? They didn't get pinned.
You got I'm a Hater, got a diamond on Thor. We got King Arthur was completed by Arkham. Congratulations.
These must not have
Frog
been pinned.
Frog finished ESET, but had to play a whole other game because they ended with 999. But then played one more to get the actual official
Been there.
diamond. So
Been there.
congratulations to Frog. And then now we're at the Big Red on the AMC. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah, I guess a whole bunch of them got missed. I'm just gonna go down. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
uh, Dep Nation completing
Oh,
Poseidon.
did you say Josh? Sorry.
Yes, yes. Yep, he did
Okay, sorry,
Fafnir.
sorry.
Yep. Josh JPEG did Fafnir. We have Dep Nation actually completing the Poseidon. It's very
We need to take
interesting.
a moment here and actually clap for Dep
Yeah,
Nation
yeah,
because
that's
I feel like that is a rare occurrence.
yeah, yeah. Like I like how other people actually clap too. Like actually did the clap reaction on that one. Who is that? Oh yeah, I'm looking at it and that face pops up. Me too.
I
Blaze
was there the whole
McBlaine.
time.
Yeah, right. What do you mean? Blaze McBain, uh, always reliable to finish the Diamond Challenge. By the way, big friend of the podcast. Go check out his podcast. We don't bring this up enough. Everyone, go check out Up Your XP podcast. If you're not in his Discord, hop in his Discord. You'll actually find that a vast majority of us hang out there a lot of times too. We kind of between that one, Nev's and Rick's, we all make our way as needed. Uh, but yeah, he completed Bologna. Congratulations. Then we have Necros getting. Oh, I guess just to clarify, that's a diamond for both Dep and Blaze. But we got Necros coming in and picking up a star on Mercury for it looks like
Cool.
3,000 worshippers would be a second star. Nice. Bright getting a diamond Sung Wukong.
Ooh,
Yeah, Nev played a lot of Wukong yesterday.
I did like 5 times. Cooldowns run at the over was like, listen, I heard you like playing warriors now, so we're gonna give you Wukong. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pop off. Thank you.
And that would be all of the people who completed our diamond challenge this time. Uh,
Yeah.
so real quickly, we're gonna announce it again on the podcast. We've said it a few times in the Discord, but with these diamond challenges, we're doing them different now. We're going with shorter time frames, like only a month, month and a half. Uh, and we've removed the worshiper cap or minimum, whatever you want to go, or max. Uh, if you get a god that you already have 900 worshippers on, sweet. If you get one you already
You
have,
got really lucky.
yeah, you got lucky this time. That's what that means. You got lucky. That's all we fucking care about anymore. If you get a god with 6, like I did with Bologna, well, you got a ways to go. Probably should
Wait,
reroll.
I didn't know you only had 6.
Yeah, dude, I got Bologna up to like 300-400. Yeah, I'm like, no problem. I'll do this. And I was like,
That's
fuck
too
this.
bad.
Fuck this. I ain't doing
That
Bologna.
is that is
He's
too
ass.
bad. Do we want to roll for us now?
I mean, we could.
I'm
I
pulling
just
up
don't
my
want to.
worshippers.
I just normally don't like to do it until I'm ready to at everybody. And I'm, well, I'll just go ahead and say my wife's having surgery tomorrow. That's kind of why I've been like busy IRL.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be busy tomorrow as well. So I won't be able to do it, but like do the giveaway or the rolling. So you all right with helping me with that if people be atting me tomorrow?
Can help you with that.
All
We
right.
can also not at challengers until this episode actually releases.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, they'll be all over our ass to remind them anyways. Or
Yep.
to remind us. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Hit me
So
with it.
go ahead and I'm
Oh,
rolling for you. All right. No, I got you. I'm doing our random god in my server here. So boom, random god, you got Guan Yu.
oh, reroll.
You only get one reroll, correct?
Yep.
Ravana.
Fuck me. All right. This one's probably not happening, but we'll see. We'll see. God damn it. I missed the broken Ravana build. What do you got, Nev?
All right. So I gotta roll for me now. Okay. I got Cthulhu.
Oh, this is rigged.
I'm actually gonna reroll again.
Oh, Cthulhu. It totally fucking I heard cuckoo.
Okay, I got Odin. All
Wow, it
right.
was not kind to either of us.
No. But I'm at 660. So
That's fair. I'll have to check
440
my
worshippers.
Ravana, but I can save us all time and tell you it's under 200. So, I don't know if my Ravana is even above 300 on my PlayStation.
Oh no.
Let me fix that face. I'm smashing it on my fucking keyboard, trying to figure out how to play this guy. All right, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, or I just won't complete it like usual.
It'll be all good.
Mm-hmm. Hey, these are all for fun, anyways, right?
Of course. Plus, I did just say that I wanted to play more warriors, and I got a warrior. So look at that.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Do you want this until the middle of October? Or the very beginning of October? When's
Oh
the
man,
deadline?
let's see. We're announcing it the 7th. We could just say Halloween.
Okay. Until October the 31st. Nailed it.
Because we just kind of arbitrarily pick dates that are easy to remember, don't we? At least that's what I usually do.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Make sure you ask for a random god in the next few weeks here. You have until October the 31st to complete your diamond or star challenge. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. We are more than happy to help you. Fro,
Ye-
do you got some thank yous for us?
We do have a few thank yous. Thank you to our thumbnail employee, Sadons, making them wonderful thumbnails. Appreciate that very much, bud. And our wonderful artist, or that we commissioned for Nev's picture, our picture, banners, a bunch of other things, which would be Raijin Kaijin. Get a hold of him if you need anything. Remember, tip your artist. And thank you to all of our wonderful patrons that help us improve our podcast and other various content creation. So, thank you to Ariel Steel, Asbestos Dog, Weatherman Keith, Jade Flagon, Baseball, Griff, Bombi, Danny, Caveman, Neo, Coffin Monkey, CD Arlets, Gilly, Snorlax, Weatherman, Adios, Sir Ember, K Brojo, Famous Freak, Stoffmeister, Backlash, Sadons, Dr. Godfucker, Lantern, Reese, Warlord Yo, Bats Kid, Echo Dunk, Doc, Necros, Otter Joe, Riggs, Dracon, Glen Wiggle, Granite Boys, Camelhoss, Void vs. Void, Enbright, Scion Gemini, Batman, Sandman, Aquasoft, Kilowatt Man, I'm a Hater, Mr. Man, Colorado, and the Big Red. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very, very much. Serious heart hands.
All right,
I guess I'm gonna become an Odin main for the next month.
One last little tidbit here before we go. In case anyone's ever wondering, if your name ever gets added to our Patreon list, it just doesn't get removed.
It's just there.
Yeah. In case everyone's like, wow, there's some people who've been on there forever. It seems like, well, yeah, because they did it. Well, we're all this is just for fun in the first place, right? Like, we don't, like, we're not all worked up about that. If you felt at one time kicking us $5 once to help us out was cool, so did we. Thanks, we appreciate it. Like, that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? Anyways.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see you on the other side of the cooldowns. Runneth over map, me with my power washing gun thing. All right, bye.
Fuck, we did start off talking by that, didn't we?
I did.
Goodbye, everybody.
I've stopped recording.
Fro stopped recording. I still say Fro as if there's another person in here. Of course, it's me.